Hold on tight, because today things are going to get a bit serious. We've prepared for our adventure. We've gotten our map. We've followed our leader. But now things get tough. Today we're going to learn a hard lesson, and that's that sometimes our adventure will get tough. Really, really tough. If you know the story of Jesus, you know that one of the very central and key things that occurred was his death. He knew it was coming, too. He warned his disciples about it and even said it plainly. He needed to die to save the world. But Mark tells us that it wasn't easy for him to make that decision, even though he knew it had to be done and it was God's plan from the beginning. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus prayed. He asked God if there were any other way, anything else that could be done so that he didn't have to die a painful, humiliating, and bloody death on a cross. However, he acknowledged that it had to be done. It was God's plan, and there was no other way. But, nevertheless, he prayed again. He prayed, asking for another way not once, not even twice, but 3 times. Jesus was scared, but he had a plan. Something that comforted him. He prayed and was close to God. The tough lesson to learn here is that sometimes God will ask very, very hard things of us. Scary things. Things that make you want to ask for another way out. We can take some small comfort in the fact that Jesus was perfect, which means there's nothing wrong with being scared, and nothing wrong with asking for another way. That is, as long as we continue to listen to God. But our real strength in following God comes from our ability to speak with Him. Like Jesus, we can and must pray all the time. That can be very difficult to learn to do, so we're going to practice something that's a little easier. This time, preferably you'll want to use some construction paper or other big paper, of which I have none, so ordinary paper from me. But you'll want to, if you have some, use some construction paper or larger paper. Now, what we're going to want to do this time is actually make a chart. I know we made a map and a brochure. This time, it's just going to be a chart. So, first, we want to give our chart a title. And we're going to call mine a prayer chart. Doesn't have to be that, but something kind of like that. Because what we're going to do is we're going to use this chart to look at things that we can pray about. So, you're going to want to make 2 columns. A line right down the middle so that you have a right column and a left column. You are going to give those columns each a new title. Hard things. And easy things. Hard things, easy things. And what you're going to do with this chart is you're going to put it up somewhere where you can see it every day. And you're going to write down some hard things that happen. When something hard happens, write it down under the hard things side of the chart. When something easy happens, write it on the easy side of the chart. So every day you should be able to add some things onto one or the other side, hopefully both. So, when you do that, you will be able to remember, I want to pray for help with these things, and I want to pray to thank God for these things. So go ahead and make that chart, give it a try, and hopefully that will help you when your journey gets tough. And I'll see you next week for our last